Alright, welcome back to Isekai Cheat Magician Anime Review, episode number 5. We're here reviewing the last episodes of the season, which is basically episodes 11 and 12 of the series. Yes, I do know about the OVA. I probably review it a little bit later. Yeah, so in these episodes, we basically have the battle happen here. Yes, the major battle. Yeah. Sorry, I had to look up basically because I just got off a stream. So here we go here. Okay. So basically, they begin the big war, and like everybody basically gets full confidence, and they enlarge the battle. Everybody basically does their job. Rin basically goes in the field, battles a woman who's actually sort of a savage woman. Malo just battles some soldiers, doesn't do a lot in these last episodes. Lima, it's like, so people are like, oh crap, it's the magician of the falling leaves! And she's like, oh, this is so funny. I found this to be so hilarious related to her. But like, Mage the Fallen Leaves. Yeah, it's like, oh, people do know me. Which I found to be so funny. It was by far one of the most hilarious things I have ever seen. It is so funny. Yeah, it is by far one of the funniest things. So everybody basically goes to do some fighting, and what does Tachi do? He proceeds to jump up all the soldiers, go straight to the enemy camp, which is where the Duke is. And he goes to have a conversation with him about possibly ending the war. So, with the king, he doesn't do much at all. He just basically doesn't even speak until like toward the end of the episode. Yeah. So basically, like, yeah, all the conflict going on here, and trying to keep us in the war. That's like, no. And then all of a sudden, we see apparently that his right hand man he was the one who basically turned on the Margrave in the previous episode. He actually just chants some spell. His shadow basically starts turning all the soldiers and makes them all berserkers. Yes, all berserkers. So, of course, you have Tai Chi and the Duke get out of the tent while everybody's going freaking nuts. As for the right hand man, he basically is all talking about, oh, his mistress of the shade. She just basically watches the whole thing. It's a great conflict, and so we also revealed that Eri is actually not actually her real name. So, okay, yeah, and of course Rin shows up after basically all the berserkers going on. So he gives her a hug. By the way, the night before, I think it was the night before, one of the previous episodes, I think it was Mahler was questioning about this. She's like, are you worried that Tai Chi might take Rin's virginity? Yes. This was a question spoken in the series. Yeah, I found this to be quite interesting. So, yeah. So they have big conflict, and everybody starts converging where Tai Chi is, and then Eri reveals herself to be Selfie, one of the great spirits. and using her power gets rid of the Berserker spell. But we're not done yet because we have to face off against the right-hand man. And his name, excuse me, Amicus. Yes. So he becomes a monster, and then Tai Chi battles him briefly, and then kills him. The Duke is handed over to his brother, where presumably he is beheaded off-screen for his treasonous efforts, because his hands are tied behind his back and he has a rope around his neck, so presumably he is executed by the general off-screen for treason. So as a thank you for saving the kingdom, is the war being over, well, Tai Chi, Rin, Lima, and Mahler all get paid, maybe special advisors, get some jewels, and they're called upon if there's an actual emergency. So they all proceed to go back home, and surprisingly, Serena herself is basically not here for some reason. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Samaria. You know, because she has a thing for Tai Chi. Yeah, we see her briefly wave at him, or he's winking him, basically, with her room. After this, they don't interact at all. And then the four say goodbye to Princess Charlotte and the Duke's daughter. Well, the daughter of Margaret, who basically is a friend of hers. Yeah. Oh, and here's the thing, though. The anime does not mention this at all. When Lima basically calls the king by his first name, everybody does try to question. Oh, by the way, the girl's name is the advisor. Her name is Arcana. So, yeah, they don't go into how the heck basically Lima knows the king. The anime does mention, but here's the thing. The king and Lima are actual friends. As for why the anime got that, I don't know. I wonder if that wasn't a sub, I'm not really sure. But otherwise, I really enjoyed this series. Yes, I will be covering the OVA soon, but not tonight, because I really want to start watching 1 to 3 new anime tonight, because I'm basically adding 2 animes to my view schedule. One is basically a returning one, the other is a brand new one. I'll get it later. But next anime is going to be, well, the rest you hear it. But final thoughts on Isekai Cheap Edition Season 1. An absolute really good season. Yeah. I haven't heard any negative things about this series per se. Yeah, of course, by the way back, they asked, I think Lamar asked, what's cheat? Yeah. Which, of course, they haven't really explained it, but yeah, it's basically it's a rule breaker. That's basically what cheater is. But this was a fun series. I kind of wish there was a season 2 of this because there's so much here you can do. By the way, before I started watching the series, I read the first 43 chapters of the manga. But for some reason, online, they don't have anything further than chapter 43. Because I kept checking constantly many different websites. Some basically they have the manga there, but it's like either 42 or 43. Nothing beyond the number. As for why, I honestly don't have any idea why, per se. Yeah. But this, like I said, the series was fun. I'll check out the OVA probably tomorrow at this point. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today's video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, the Rising Hero. Okay, thanks you. Bye.